good morning. Stocks go up, stocks go down. We're starting way lower. The market's way lower. So here's the thing. The market had a chance to go higher. It didn't go higher. It's failing. We loaded a shitload of puts yesterday. So many puts. Think about this. We're sitting on the Microsoft puts. We bought Snow puts. They're almost in the money. We bought Avago puts. It's going to go to 6 or 7. Just nonstop put after put after put after put, because you could see it wasn't getting better. Now, does it completely crater? I don't know, but it sure looks like it. NVIDIA, think about this. And see, this is what Kramer, the guy has man crushes on people. He loves people that lie to his ass. Think about this. The Micron CEO, 4 guide downs in 5 months. 4, not 1, 4. And I told you, having worked at Texas Instruments, that I'm absolutely positive, 99%, I've never seen a recovery in less than 18 months. The best case is 18 months. If the Fed comes today and pivots, I didn't say there's a difference between stops hiking and pivots, okay? Before you can pivot, you have to go flat. People are just dumb. Why is the Fed going to say, we're raising 75 and now we're just going to cut 75? No. Before they do anything, they stop raising. It has to stop before you pivot, okay? And if the Fed pivoted today, Micron would still not get better. It wouldn't get better. Guys, understand this, okay? Nothing is better. The market got better, but nothing in the world is better. It's complete shit still. It's a shitstorm. You can't even make this stuff up. Think about the lawsuit that Elon is going through. Let me tell you. So a guy buys the stock. Now, who knows if he lost money or didn't lose money. And he's pissed off that Elon makes $50 billion. If you bought Tesla stock pre-split, two splits ago, at 100, and it's at what? So it's 100, it would have been 300 times 5, 1,500. It's at 1,500 from 100. And it's really 3,000 right now, okay? If you bought it at 100 or 150 and it's 3,000, you're going to be I'm going to sue them. We're paying them too much. See, if I'm Elon, because Sam's stupid cocky, okay, I just come out and say, I'm going to just start selling shares. I'm going to sell shares. Let the whole the whole company go to shit, and your 1,500 goes back to 0. And then, after I've wiped you out, I come back in and I buy it all back. Interesting, right? Think about the world we're coming to. There was a lawsuit yesterday against Tom Brady and Giselle and everybody else that did a commercial for FTX. They did a commercial and they're suing the celebrities. Wow. Now, there's another side of this that you have to understand. If Tom Brady says, oh my God, I like DiGiorno pizza, people just say, oh, Tom Brady likes it, so I'm going to eat it. What the hell is that all about? Now, I can understand you see it on the screen and you want to go eat that pizza. You're not eating the pizza because Tom Brady ate the pizza. Now, people say, yeah, but he's pitching it so people, they hear it. They may hear it, but they're not buying something. If Tom Brady says he likes, mint chocolate chip ice cream, you don't go buy mint chocolate chip ice cream. That you may go buy ice cream. The world is getting silly, okay? And techs are rolling, and the tech shouldn't have went. Think about it. Lam Research, the CEO told you no growth in 2023. See, they're not making up numbers. NVIDIA guides down. So let's say you're supposed to make $2 billion, you make $1 billion. I'm just making it up. And the next quarter, you're going to make 1.1. Oh my God, we're growing at 10%. You went from 1 to 1.1, but you're growing. Oh, but you really went from 2 billion to 1.1. There's no growth there. There's no real growth there. And the Lam Research one was the only one that told the truth. And the stock went up 180 points from 320 to 500. You can't even make up how it went to 500. I mean, it's just unbelievable. Now, today, I don't know if it goes up or goes down. But here's what I know. AMAT is going to report. And they're going to report the same thing that KLA and Lam Research did, except for one new thing. Micron cut spending again by another 20%. So that has to be factored into AMAT's guide. Now, do they come out and say the same stuff and the market go up? Maybe. And we like the up market. Look at the up market. Sam hit, 600,000, 600,000, and 400,000, 3 days in a row. We like the up market. But we like a crash too. That's fine. I'm good with a crash. Okay? Interesting, right? But think about this. So AMAT has to guide. How far down do these things go if they guide way bad? So NVIDIA lies to you. So NVIDIA, the CEO comes out. I mean, you can't even make this up. If Kramer had any balls, I like Kramer, but he doesn't have any balls. It's okay. He would destroy NVIDIA. He's like, you guided down. And then 4 weeks later, you guided down again. Okay. It's okay. Fair enough. And then you missed. Then you missed on earnings. You missed on earnings. So you guided down again, you missed on earnings. Now you guided decent for this quarter. Okay, so I'm going to give you a quiz. What happens in 4 weeks to NVIDIA? What happens in 4 weeks? Come on, type it in. Type it in. Come on, nobody's typing. Everybody's sleeping. They're going to guide down. Absolutely. They're going to guide down again. They're going to guide down again. Absolutely. Because they know they didn't guide down, so they probably sat in a room, they said, look, we're not going to guide down. We'll guide down in 4 weeks. And the stock will stay up today, and it won't drop. So we'll just guide down in 4 weeks. And then it'll go down. But not a lot. Because we're closer to a recovery. I mean, this is what they do. I mean, in theory, NVIDIA should be under 140. It's trading. So they made 58 cents. So let's say they made 75 cents. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. 75 cents, they got growth. You times that by 4, it's $3. $3 times 30 is 90. At a 30 PE, NVIDIA would be 90. At a 30 PE, it would be 90. Jesus. Think about this. Okay? So this is reality. So Amazon is freezing hiring in Amazon Web Services. So let me tell you how Amazon Web Services. So, I worked for the government many years ago, and I went to one of these floors in D.C. And I'm telling you, it was literally a mile of a floor with all servers. It was a mile. And it was air conditioned piped in underneath. All the wires are underneath. And when they were adding, a whole another wing of floors and all this stuff, you can't believe the amount of people they had working there. Okay? That signifies growth. Okay? So now you're going to tell me NVIDIA is going to be like, oh my God, our data center is growing. Okay, it's growing. So let's say it was growing at 20%. And that means you're selling, I don't know, 10 million more chips. So you need 10 million more servers. And maybe 5 chips per server. Who knows? Just making up stuff. I don't even know anymore. Okay? Well, those machines have to go get put somewhere. They got to get swapped out in a rack, right? All the things go into a rack, if you guys know what that is. And then the wiring has to happen. Then they got to get turned on and make sure that it all works and that you can get to every single one of them. This is effort. So if Amazon Web Services is freezing hiring, they're telling you they can do what they need to do with the existing people. Then they don't have more work. It doesn't mean they have less work. It just means they're not getting more work. That means they're putting in less servers. They're making less changes. That their growth is slowing. So if that happens, NVIDIA is going to sell less chips. Micron is going to sell less memory. Microsoft is going to sell less operating systems. I know some of you love Unix and all that other stuff. I know Unix too. You don't understand how much I really know on the tech side, okay? So just know this, and I've told you, if Micron makes less chips, before you can make less memory and you're cutting back, you don't need the wafers. You don't need the gloves. You don't need the chip making equipment. You need less of all this stuff. That's why Lam Research told you the truth. And the Micron guy didn't tell you the truth. He's like, oh, we have too much inventory. Well, wait a second. You had too much inventory 3 months ago. How come you didn't fix that? Because we're still trying to gouge people. We're still trying to gouge people. Think about it. Hewlett-Packard gouging people. You can't even make this shit up. A PC, think about it. PC's commodity, right? Still, anything halfway reasonable with enough memory and all this stuff, because for some reason they can't make enough, or I think they just don't want to make enough. Still charging you $1,000 for a PC. Well, who's going to buy a $1,000 PC? Okay, then let's go to Apple. Let's go to Apple. Apple, I get an email last night that your Apple TV Plus or whatever it is, and I never even bought Apple TV Plus. When I got a new phone, they give you 1 year free, and then they start charging you a year later. So they started charging me, and I just never canceled it, right? And now it goes to $6.99. They go from $4.99 to $6.99. Percentage-wise, is high. It's high. Okay. And then I guess they raised Apple Music too. So next quiz. Why are they raising prices? Why are they raising prices? Come on. I'm trying to get you guys to think like Sam. Revenue. There you go. Revenue. If they're selling less phones and they're selling less services, they raise prices. So let's say you make $1 million. Let's say you make $1 million. We're using small numbers. And you raise prices from $4.99 to $6.99, right? So 40%. You raise prices 40%. So let's say that's all you did. So now you make $1.4 million. You were making $1 million, you make $1.4 million. Do you really have growth? People will say, oh my God, they have growth. Do you know what they have? Do you know what they have? They have revenue growth based on a price hike that's unsustainable. It's an illusion of growth. It's financial engineering. And it works for a quarter or two, but then it goes to shit because you lose customers. You lose customers. Let me tell you something on servers and Amazon Web Services and stuff. Websites. You can go put up a website. I don't know, there's a bunch of them, HostGator and all these places that put up sites, right? You can do it $100 a month, $200 with all the services and all this. Or you can go to Amazon Web Services, do it for $1,000 a month. You can go to Azure and do it for $900 a month. You can go do Google and do it for $800 a month. It's still $800 a month versus $200 a month. And they keep raising the prices, right? So I was talking to Juan yesterday, and I asked him, what's going on with MDB? And he said MDB costs more than some of these other databases. It costs less than Oracle, but it costs more. Was it Aurora? I forget it was, but he said something. But it costs more. So if your stock goes from 600 to 170, should you not lower your prices instead of raising them and get more customers? Netflix gets a downgrade. Snow's about to crater. Let me tell you, if this market rolls over, it's down 44. It may roll over here. And Snow breaks. The last time it broke, it went to 126. A week ago, Thursday, it was at 126. We caught it for $400 grand up. Now we're sitting on these 50s and the 40s. If it breaks again tomorrow, 126, that's going to be $1 million. Catch it to the downside. Now is dying too. They're all dying. But the now is different. Now, every time it goes down and you see a rip coming in the market, and not today, but let's say next week or the week after, now is the best play. Why is that? Because he's got 99% retention, and he's not even in half the countries. So he's got tremendous growth. Different business. Here comes Snow, crash. Come on, I'm good with a complete crash day. Let's just crater. The NVIDIA, there goes NVIDIA. NVIDIA should be 140 max. Probably, NVIDIA was 138 last week. A week ago it was 138. How about our Avago? Why is Avago? Avago was at 470 last week. 470. Our 500s go to $30. Jesus, that's a nice 500 grand ripper. Nothing is better. The Fed doesn't understand. Think about, I forget who it was, but that lady, I mean, what a goofball. There's other names I can call her, but I call her goofball. Oh, we're going to stop at between 4.5 and 5.5. I caught that. Steve Leisman said, he let her talk for a minute. And he goes, but you just said 5. And then she goes, oh, no, 5.25. The Fed stopping thing was supposed to be 4.5 to 5. She went to 5.25. You can't even make this up, guys. Can't make it up. There goes Lam Research. Think about Lam Research. On a day that Micron guides down, Lam Research opens down 40. 40, not 10, 40. And if AMAT guides down tonight and AMAT craters 10, Lam Research is at 400 tomorrow. It'll be 400. It'll have lost 100 points in 3 days. And it should, because it should have never went up. Now, trading 101, last thing. We'll get started. Last thing. To be a great trader, you have to have no emotions. If you have, say, Now calls and Amazon calls and they go to shit, they went to shit. Company sucks. That's okay. I'm not selling. I'm going to go buy puts. I'll make my money on the downside. That's it. It's that fast. That fast. Don't fall in love with your position. And you can only do that. You can only do that and truly achieve this if you expect zero. I still see shit from people that are like, buy something at 1, they're saying, Sam, it's at 50 cents. I'm like, it was $1. If you bought one option, it costs you $100. You're down $50. If that's too much, don't be playing options. Okay? Look at this thing go. I'm good with a complete collapse. Michael Burry said last night, he's more short than he's ever been. He's more short than 2008. Wow. But nothing is better. The Fed doesn't get it. I mean, why wouldn't the Fed come out? Just explain this to me, guys. Why wouldn't the Fed just come out here and say, if we get another CPI and PPI report like this, then we have to reevaluate and maybe we don't do anything and wait another month and see. Why wouldn't you say that? A guy sent me a message yesterday. A very interesting message. I don't have an answer for him. I don't have an answer. Usually I have answers. He said, Sam, I'm closing on a house. Do I take 7.5% or whatever it is fixed, or do I do an adjustable today? Shit, I don't know. If you go do an adjustable and goes to 10.5 or 12 in the next 2 years, you're smoked. I don't know. I don't think it comes down. This is going to be a fun day today. We're loaded in puts. We're loaded. Look at a Vago. This Vago can go to $20. We can catch 1.8 to 20, and we catch snow 1 to 20. This is going to be fun. Okay, good morning, everybody. 11:17. Stocks go up, stocks go down. SPX down 46. That puts it at 39.12. You got 3,900, 38.81, 38.52. Okay? CIM, complete failure. It tried to go. The dollar tried to break 105. It didn't. Now it's 107. If it goes to 9, bye-bye all tax. Bye-bye all tax. Okay? Goldman Sachs. 181, 192 up, 172 down. Avago, 198, 498, 491, 472. 472, that would be fun. NVIDIA, why is this not at 150? 150, 142. Lam Research, 431, Amazon, 93.87. Microsoft, why? This thing was 213. This was 213 and they took Microsoft up. Microsoft is a king of financial engineering. Let's go sell Excel to these people. Let's sell Excel for $299. One-time fee, $299. Well, let's change this to $99. Oh, now let's raise that to $119. Oh, next year we'll raise it to $129. Subscription. Financial engineering. They don't have better. They're not giving you anything more. Okay? If 134 breaks, this is all the way to 221, 234, 221. Those 230s we got going to become grand slams. Snowman, 149, 146. 2 Fridays ago, it broke 146. How does Sam remember all this stuff, guys? Jesus, Sam remembers exactly what happened on a Friday at 1 p.m., at 2 p.m., at 6 p.m. If you don't know what happened at 6 p.m., it's a problem, because it should be the same as what it was before when it closed. Okay, anyway. Last time it broke 146. On a Thursday, it closed there. It broke. It went to 131. It went to 131. If it breaks 146, does it go to 131? That'd be nice. Netflix downgraded 291, 282. Remember, Netflix hasn't come out and given you a number. And I've always been of the opinion that who the hell watches commercials? Really? Hey, honey, let's watch commercials. Okay. Well, there's a Mazzola commercial. Oh, okay. I'll leave that one alone. Okay. NOW, breaking lower. May just bail out of these and add a week. Let's see. MDB lower, 163. Tesla, bye-bye Tesla. If it takes out 177, 171, wow. N-phase can't get going. First solar too high. That's what we know. Okay, long call. Thanks, everybody. See you in chat.